Thomas Kochen, former NASA Technological Know-How Director, commented on the launch of JWST, declaring that the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, marks the start of a brand new generation in astronomy. Webb will expand and test our cosmology and our knowledge of planets and the beginning of lifestyles. But he mentioned a shift in tone, thinking whether what started hopefully has now changed into a disaster. James Webb shocked scientists. Will the disaster now get worse? Or will a brand new discovery from the James Webb Telescope end the talk in physics? The discussions about old theories and who's proper or wrong could indeed be coming to a temporary quit. But what precisely does this imply? Have scientists clearly unraveled the mystery surrounding James Webb's impossible discoveries? Or are we just being stalled with flimsy explanations? James Webb was alleged to carry solutions, but alternatively, the $11 billion mission plunged cosmology into a first-rate disaster. All components of herbal science related to space are currently experiencing a shakeup of the kind we remaining saw inside the center a while with the shift from the geocentric to the heliocentric view of the world. Now, we may additionally have to understand that the principles of current physics also are fallacious and that we've got no longer come close to know what our cosmos actually is. But how is this possible? Brand new astrophysics, or the technological know-how of the bodily quantities and relationships within the cosmos, is primarily based on the basic policies of physics, which essentially pass back to researchers of antiquity, the Middle Ages, and especially to Sir Isaac Newton. Ken elaborated, "We constructed our scientific commentary of the universe on these foundations. We transferred the quantities and forces that were valid and observable in the world to the universe, and this produced some constant results. But then the space we will see got bigger and bigger, and at a certain point our acknowledged quantities now not match to explain what we see. This crisis started out with the hassle that exclusive techniques of measuring the age and enlargement price of the universe brought about contradictory consequences. Nearby measurements, based on astronomical objects inside the universe, gave exceptional values than measurements of the early universe, based totally on the cosmic microwave historical past radiation. We understand this dissonance because the Hubble anxiety. Within the summer of 2022, Webb located so many antique and exceptionally developed galaxies in area that doubts arose as to how the age of the universe became determined. Our cosmos can hardly be 13.8 billion years old if, thanks to Webb, we see galaxies that were already properly advanced 200 to 100 million years after the huge bang. Our vintage cosmology, in line with which the universe began with the massive bang 13.8 billion years in the past, has been increasing ever considering, and has gone through a sluggish technique of evolution of remember can't be accurate. We are at a crossroads. Either we're making a mistake if we suppose that our earthly physics can be implemented to the entire universe, or we've up to now handiest deciphered a small part of the physics that definitely exists. The ancient student Hermes Trismegistus once said, "As in small things so in supermatters, in keeping with this maxim, all of the physics that exists inside the cosmos ought to additionally be observed on this planet." But perhaps we have disregarded forces and dimensions on our personal planet that we're now noticing in the cosmos. Webb breaks all records. It's tremendous that this telescope can pick up extremely vulnerable mild alerts. Webb's 18 honeycomb fashion mirrors effects come across light that has traveled through area and time for greater than 30 billion years. A special exposure technique makes these faint lines of mild visible for the primary time. Thanks to the brand new progressive era, we saw the mild from the maximum distant galaxies that formed quickly after the large bang for the first time in the summer of 2022. Those galaxies have been a sensation and, on the equal time, a sour unhappiness. Rather than infant galaxies, Webb suggests flawlessly evolved galaxies that seem like numerous billion years vintage. But with an age of 13.5 or 13.6 billion years, this may in no way be the case. Scientists occasionally say that the items and the pictures are impossible or now not real, but Webb can most effective show us the truth. Science must now admit that it has probably been on the wrong tune for more than a century. It truly is more or less how old our popular cosmological model is. What we see here is actual. Webb works perfectly. It is simply that large parts of our science are nonetheless not able to come back to terms with the new truths. A number of the old traditionalists who don't want to face the new truths vehemently oppose the quit of the massive bang or the concept of expansion. In the center a long time, it also took many years earlier than the Church became finally inclined to admit that the Earth was no longer the middle of the universe, despite the fact that there was all at once a mass of evidence from astronomers all over Europe. So now not a great deal appears to have modified. Even though we do not forget ourselves a whole lot extra modern today, we have a comparable state of affairs. Researchers who proclaim something new may not emerge as in prison like Galileo Galilei. However, the quarrels between researchers and the hostility towards new thoughts are nevertheless there. Consider you've got spent an entire life researching and firmly believing in something, and then you see pics or some other side of reality that tells a specific story. Perhaps your thoughts could additionally rise up against this at first, and it'd take some time before you can be given the brand new reality. There are some who are quicker to conform, and others who take longer. Many open-minded and younger scientists are captivated with Webb's discoveries. Rohan Naidu, the discoverer of the Glass 1 galaxy, and Stephen Finkelstein, who determined Ma's galaxy, belong to this open-minded generation of researchers. They study Webb's photographs with an open mind and were reading them since the first second of guide. Both astronomers emphasize several times in interviews that we definitely cannot recognize what is going to manifest in astrophysics at this moment. We ought to anticipate similarly sized effects, studies, and, of route, while Webb's trendy pictures had been discovered. Turned into it Hubble's fault? Allows check one of the notable debates in contemporary cosmology. The Hubble steady. That is the price at which the universe is supposedly increasing. In the 1920s, astronomer Edwin Hubble located that distant galaxies were transferring away from us. From this, he concluded that the universe is expanding. The idea was later extended upon, and the Belgian astronomer Georges Lemaitre postulated that this expansion originated from a single factor, the massive bang. Today, we already recognize from opportunity techniques that the motion of galaxies also can be defined in another way, and those procedures also provide a coherent image of their entirety. However, they have been overlooked for a long term due to the fact the vintage theories had been taken into consideration greater likely. The more we see of the universe, the more discrepancies emerge. This failed to simply start with Webb. Even 2 decades ago, there were areas in area wherein the enlargement became behaving in a different way. It turned into as if these areas were now and again quicker, sometimes slower, or perhaps denser or emptier. This brought about speculation that there may have been several starting points, or that our universe is even completely fed by means of numerous sources which do now not always all have had a beginning on the same time or in any respect. Alternative ideas approximately the form, nature, and age of the universe emerged. Over again, researchers persevered to hang to the old theories of the large bang and enlargement. This became probable a mistake. We've already in short learned about the Hubble tension. In short, it indicates clear differences in distant measurements in the universe depending on which fixed factors we use as measurement constants. Now scientists hope that the Webb telescope, as its assignment progresses, may be capable of solve this tension by way of making precise measurements of the distances and redshifts of galaxies. This can accurate mistakes in preceding measurement methods and pave the way for brand spanking new, superior physics. In the long run, all researchers have completed their first class in locating reasons and theories, and that they have superior humanity's knowledge of the cosmos. We must consequently now not discuss guilt but alternatively look in advance and rejoice in each new discovery, even if it appears surprising or even shocking at the beginning. New theories and alternative motives are at the upward thrust. We're possibly at the exciting starting of a brand new science. New investigations of those oldest points of light should display us whether they may be accretion disks or jets of supermassive black holes and what is of their region. We'd then have to revisit our cosmology and find out whether black holes played a much greater important function within the discovery of the universe than previously idea. One theory that factors to this comes from the British scientist Roger Penrose, who believes that the universe is constantly recreating itself in cycles, and that black holes may want to by some means continue to exist such transitions as big shops of records. Penrose posted this concept long earlier than Webb was released, but even though the Briton is a renowned researcher, his paintings was not prevalent. This is now changing. Webb's venture has simplest just all started. We have already got a 2D deep picture, which revealed the discovery of a very vintage shape that is so massive that it additionally does not in shape into the young universe. This proof is growing. We nonetheless have to wait and see what new photographs from Webb will monitor. The telescope isn't most effective exploring the young cosmos but is likewise running across the clock to finish our knowledge of exoplanets, find out new worlds, shine a new mild on our personal sun machine, and image the most large and beautiful structures inside the cosmos in exceptional element. Every of those observations inside the universe is in the end a piece of the puzzle that completes the overall photo. Even size facts on exoplanets can develop our cognizance on the general photo and offer crucial clues about unknown forces, anomalies, or previously unknown phenomena. There need to be something like a simple matrix, and our scientists are seeking out its sizes, numbers, and systems. Way to Webb. A revolution has now begun that is presently nonetheless inflicting unrest and heated discussions. However, we are able to rightly desire that the disaster will deliver us a little towards the reality as the James Webb Area Telescope, JWST, continues its journey into the depths of the cosmos. It serves as a beacon of wish and discovery for astronomers global. Launched with unprecedented technological abilities, Webb guarantees to resolve mysteries that have at a loss for words scientists for many years. From the origins of galaxies to the look for livable exoplanets, Webb's assignment is poised to redefine our expertise of the universe. One of the most intriguing factors of Webb's abilities lies in its capability to peer deeper into space and time than any previous telescope. With its massive 18-segmented mirror, Webb can seize faint mild that has traveled billions of mild years across the universe. This allows astronomers to look at galaxies and cosmic phenomena that existed quickly after the massive bang, providing important insights into the early evolution of our cosmos. Moreover, Webb's advanced instrumentation lets it to have a look at the atmospheres of exoplanets in unheard-of element. Via reading the spectra of starlight filtered through these atmospheres, scientists can hit upon the presence of key molecules along with water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide. Those observations are critical for assessing the capacity habitability of remote worlds and know-how the range of planetary systems past our very own. Webb's potential to remedy distant galaxies and nebulae with unparalleled clarity also contributes to our expertise of cosmic systems. By means of mapping the distribution of galaxies across different epochs of cosmic history, astronomers can hint the evolution of big-scale systems including galaxy clusters and filaments. These observations shed light on how gravitational interactions form the cosmic internet and have an effect on the formation of galaxies over billions of years. In addition to its scientific achievements, Webb represents a triumph of worldwide collaboration and engineering prowess. Developed via a partnership between NASA, the European Space Corporation, ESA, and the Canadian Space Organization, CSA, Webb embodies the collective efforts of heaps of scientists, engineers, and technicians from around the globe. Its successful deployment and initial observations mark a milestone in space exploration and pave the way for future ambitious missions. However, Webb's journey has not been without challenges and controversies. The telescope's improvement faced severe technical hurdles, delays, and finances overruns, main to skepticism and scrutiny from both the clinical community and the general public. Critics questioned the feasibility and effectiveness of the sort of complex mission, particularly in light of competing priorities in the discipline of area technology. Moreover, Webb's observations have sparked excessive debate among astronomers regarding their implications for present cosmological fashions. The invention of mature galaxies quickly after the Big Bang demanding situations conventional theories about the price of cosmic evolution and the formation of structures within the early universe. Some researchers argue that these findings necessitate a reassessment of essential assumptions about cosmic timelines and the position of dark depend and dark strength in shaping cosmic evolution. Regardless of these controversies, Webb's discoveries have sparked a renewed feel of excitement and interest in the clinical network. The telescope's exceptional perspectives of remote galaxies and exoplanetary atmospheres have inspired new generations of researchers to discover the frontiers of astrophysics and planetary technological know-how. Webb's facts guarantees to revolutionize our know-how of the cosmos and encourage groundbreaking discoveries for years to come. Looking ahead, the Webb telescope will preserve to push the boundaries of scientific exploration because it embarks on its formidable observing software over the approaching years. Astronomers expect the use of Webb to take a look at a huge variety of celestial phenomena, from the formation of stars and planetary systems to the dynamics of black holes and the interstellar medium. Each remark will contribute to a deeper expertise of the universe's complexity and evolution. Moreover, Webb's observations preserve the potential to cope with fundamental questions about the nature of darkish count number and darkish power, which constitute the extensive majority of the universe's mass and power content. Via reading the gravitational lensing consequences and huge-scale distribution of Rayleigh, Webb could provide precious insights into the elusive homes of these enigmatic cosmic materials. Beyond its clinical objectives, Webb's legacy extends to inspiring future generations of scientists, engineers, and area enthusiasts. The telescope's technological innovations and groundbreaking discoveries function a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless quest for understanding. Webb's success demonstrates the transformative power of global collaboration and underscores the importance of making an investment in ambitious scientific endeavors that push the limits of human knowledge. In conclusion, the James Webb Space Telescope represents a triumph of clinical ambition and technological success. By way of allowing exceptional observations of the cosmos, Webb has the ability to revolutionize our know-how of the universe's origins, evolution, and variety. As astronomers maintain to investigate Webb's facts and resolve its mysteries, we stand poised on the edge of recent discoveries in order to shape our understanding of the cosmos for generations to come. Webb's adventure is not only a medical endeavor, however, a testimony to the human spirit of exploration and discovery, driving us to explore the unknown and expand the horizons of information.